There are two types of forecasting in fashion forecasting in the textile and apparel industries. Short-term forecasting involves periodic monitoring of the long-term vision and revisions as environmental changes. The short-term forecasting process begins 2 to 3 years before the arrival of merchandise in the retail store. This allows the segments of the textile apparel pipeline to coordinate seasonal goods around the looks that can be communicated to the customer through the press, marketing, and stores. The process includes textile development, color forecasting, and style development as showcased in international fashion shows and manufacturers' showrooms. Many times, short-term forecasting is not this timeline, and this timeline is not sufficient for decisions related to repositioning or extending product line, initiating new businesses, reviving brand images, or planning new retail concepts. Long-term forecasting, which is 5 years or more, is a way to explore possible future and to build a shared vision of an organization's direction and development to make big decisions for fashion companies like that. Short and long forecasting have different time horizons within the manufacturing cycle of planning and scheduling for apparel production by the manufacturer with a rolling forecast of 6 months to 18 months with an average of 12 months. This working long-term forecast mirrors the manufacturer's business expectations in terms of lines and styles to be produced each month. The short-term forecast includes both basic and fashion goods, detailed down to weekly production by style, color, and size. Proper forecasting ensures the timely delivery of the merchandise to the retailer. The apparel manufacturer's long-term forecast goes back for the planning and scheduling process to the retailer because it is prepared before orders are received. Orders are shown as an input to the short-term forecast, as you see on the left side. Tracing the planning and scheduling process backward, forecasts and orders feed back to the textile manufacturer, the weavers and knitters. A process is very similar to the one in apparel manufacturing, occurs at the textile manufacturing level. The time period from the initial forecast to delivery of finished piece goods to the apparel manufacturers are between 6 to 16 months. So time period between weavers and knitters, textile producers to retailers are between 6 to 16 months. Industry fashion trends enter the model as input for the retailer's decision and as part of planning at the other stages of apparel, textile, yarn, and fiber manufacturing. Color forecasting is typically done 20 to 24 months ahead of the target selling season. Textile development is typically done 12 to 24 months prior to the target selling season. All these forecasting activities are aimed at having the right product at the right time to meet customer demand. Many organizations and services are available to alert executives to industry fashion trends. To the trade only shows showcase fabrics and prints for each season. Fashion reporting services deliver news from the runway in street by subscription on websites, through presentations, and in print reports. Color forecasters present seminars at industry functions and deliver palettes to members to subscribers. Industry trade associations maintain fabric libraries for fashion research and present updates for designers and merchandisers. The trade press covers industry events and reports forecasting information. Members of product development teams, merchandisers, marketers, and retailers participate in events and read the trade press to gather trade information. Some team members are delegated specifically to scout for trade information and locate sources for the latest in fabrics, trims, and findings. Most apparel companies subscribe to one or more trend services whose job is to scout the market and report on developments, such as those companies include WGSN. These services deliver trend information up to 2 years in advance of the selling season. In this chapter, we learned what forecasting is by looking into the various characteristics of fashion. And understanding how trend forecasting is done in real life.